Hey everybody, it's NerfBoyProductions here. Today I want to share with you guys some really cool Nerf aftermarket products that you can purchase to trick out your blasters even more that I've recently been using and kind of taking a look at, and now I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts today. So, these are all plastic-made parts by 3DPrintedSolid. It's a company that basically 3D prints these and then ships them out and you can buy them. I have a link in the description below to where you can purchase all these on their Etsy store, which is where I got them. So I have a couple of things here. They have many things you can purchase on the store. Some of the things I took a look at were two different types of barrels. This piece slides onto any Nerf tactical rail and allows you to attach a camera for filming. And this attaches onto the side tactical rail of your Demolisher and holds missiles. Actually, it can hold 4 missiles on there. So that's a Demolisher missile attachment, the camera one, and these two different barrels. Now as you can see, I got the sight pulled up here and there's so many different barrels. This is a Nerf to Picatinny rail. So if you guys don't know what Picatinny is, it's like the real steel. So real guns or firearms have Picatinny rail. So if you want to put like a real scope from a gun on there, you could do that. You can see they have tons of barrels. Barrel there, barrel there. This is one of those attachment point things. So basically you can attach two blasters together. It's like an integration, kind of easier way to integrate blasters. Just tons of different styled barrels. This is a drum you can put on the side that holds tons of Nerf darts, which is pretty crazy. This is a magazine bumper. So you just put this on the bottom of your clips and it's like a rubber bumper. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, there's tons of stuff. This allows you to attach two clips together. Whoa. This is like a flashlight laser mount that you can put on, which is pretty sweet. I'm probably going to pick up more of this stuff since it's cool. They have a lot of stuff on here that's not Nerf as well, I think. But the majority of the stuff is all Nerf. So you could take a look on their site and see everything that they have to offer. It's pretty cool. So, that's basically all they have, and you can see this is the Demolisher piece I bought, which is pretty cool. You can see it was only 14 bucks, which is pretty great. Also, I think this is, no, this isn't it. Anyways, so yeah, I bought that Demolisher thing and the two different styled barrels, and then the camera adapter. So back to the camera here. Let's start out with probably the most basic one. This is just your Nerf Scope, or not. This is just one of the barrels that they offered. It's a silencer type style, and basically the front of it looks like the front of a recon barrel or retaliator barrel. It's got all these holes in it, and of course it has these notches cut out, just like all normal barrels. So here I have a blaster, and this is actually a blaster that was modified and sent to me by a fan, and it's pretty cool, and it's got this barrel on here, so I'll just kind of demonstrate, because I think the paint scheme works really well on it. But you can see there, this modified Maverick has this sweet paint job, which I think is pretty sweet, and really matches the barrel. And you can see it fits on perfectly. No wiggle once it's on, but comes off pretty easily too, but not too loose. It's pretty perfect on the seal. We want to talk about, because these are 3D printed, this one is extremely solid. Like, I couldn't break this if I tried, but this one is another type of barrel that I got. It has a little more flimsy plastic on it, and funny story about this one, I was showing it to some friends saying look how durable it is, and I broke it. So this piece came off. You can glue it back, but it's a little flimsy there, but the actual majority of the plastic here is pretty dense, and it's actually not gonna break. I guess I was just being a little stupid with it. But just from normal use, that's the only break I had. So it seems to be working really well. Those are the barrels, and those are pretty simple. Let's talk about some other things like the camera mount. So, like I said, the camera mount just kind of slides onto any tactical rail, and then you would fit on your camera onto the base there. So that's really cool, and it allows you to film all of your wars and things, which is quite important and really cool, really. So that is the little camera attachment, and then the Demolisher one, which is cool. Of course, you fit this on a Demolisher, not a Maverick. But as you see, it slides on and holds your Demolisher missiles. So it's got these posts here that hold 4, and you can see that basically they just kind of fit on there, and you can hold 4 of those. So if you put the 2 that are already in the Demolisher plus this, that allows you to hold 6 in total, which is pretty sweet. And that's about it. Now back to the computer here. Like I was saying, those are just some things that I tried, but there's so much here. The point of this video wasn't just to show you the 4 attachments that I chose. I purchased those just to kind of get a feel for the company and the products that they produce, and then if they're good and high quality, then I can go and buy some other ones. But I want to give you guys my final thoughts on the build and the price, and whether or not you guys should pick this up for yourself, some of these products. Okay, so first thing I want to look at is price point. Some of these things are quite cheap and some of them are expensive. A Nerf to Picatinny rail is 10 bucks. Now that may seem like quite a bit, but if you look at it, you can get a pack of 10 darts for like, what, $8 here in Canada? It's pretty ridiculous, especially Nerf prices. This isn't too bad. I'm sure if Nerf made a lot of these attachments, they would charge an incredible amount of money. Now, some things are way more cheaper than others. Like this is the barrel that I bought, and as you can see, it was $42 Canadian. It broke. Well, I can fix it, but as you can see, the more intricate it is, the more it's going to cost you. Now that's $42, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to pick up some other barrels for a better price than that one particularly. Happen to be a little more expensive. They even have this crazy looking thing. Is this not crazy? You put that on the end? Wow. Anyways, there's so many different, and that's $40, which is quite a bit, and that's probably out of a lot of people's price ranges. You can see you have a Vulcan handle you can put on things, and that's only $12. So the barrels, I don't know if I'd recommend it. They don't really look that great on the blasters, because the blasters are all colorful and these are black. So I don't know if I'd recommend the barrels. They don't really do much. If you have a black painted Nerf blaster like I do in this demonstration, then it happens to look good. But if I put it on something else that's a weird color, it doesn't really work. And I mean, just stick to Nerf barrels. They're the exact same. Anyways, that well and said, I do think that the camera attachment is extremely helpful, especially for me and anybody else that wants to film their wars IRL in real life. That's really cool. And the Demolisher thing is really sweet because it only costs you 14 bucks. I know a pack of 3 costs around there for the missiles. And so like, being able to hold all those extra missiles just makes you such a powerful player on the field. So yeah, I've been rambling enough, but that's a lot of cool things that Nerf offers. So I've been rambling enough now. You guys get the point. If you see something cool on here that you do think is, worth it to you and it's of a good price, then know that the build quality is great, and I recommend getting some attachments that'll help you out rather than for looks. But I do think that 3DPrintedSolid has some really cool stuff that you definitely should at least check out. Like I said, again, there's a link to this website in the description of the video, and as well, there's a lot of different things going on my other channels. If you guys don't know, you're out of the loop. I have a vlogging channel where I vlog every single day, so if you guys really love what I do here and you want to know what goes on behind the scenes in my life, it's recorded and filmed every single day. So if you guys are sick of one video a week, that's okay, because there's so much more content on all those other channels to take a look at. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Enough shoutouts. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, because it really helps out and lets me know what you guys are really into and what you're looking for. Also leave me a comment telling me, guys, what you thought and what you'd like to see in the future. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, because I have new videos every single Saturday. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, this was NerfBoyProductions, signing off.